Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today is Booklist Thursday. This is a video series I do with my friend Lindsay over at Lindsay's Little Library. And every Thursday, we bring you some sort of book list, some sort of topic that we feel like talking about that week. And this week, we are going to talk about our favorite first lines in books. This was hard. This was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be because I was like, oh, I know some off the top of my head. And I had like maybe two. And I had to really dig through some of the books that I've read, and even one book I haven't read, in order to really pick those first lines that really capture my attention and just made me go, oh, this is how we're starting. Okay. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is from one of my favorite books of all time, The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I love this book so much. And the first line in this book opens up with, "If I have learned anything in this long life of mine, it is this. In love, we find out who we want to be. In war, we find out who we are." And if that's not the tone of this book, I don't know what is. It sets it up perfectly because that's absolutely what this book is about. It's about war. It's about love. It's about knowing your true potential and what you're willing to do and what you're willing to sacrifice. And it's so good. All right, now let's talk about Stephen King because I absolutely loved the opening line of this book here, It. Okay, so this really demonstrates Stephen King's writing style, and it's fantastic. All right, so it starts with, "The terror, which would not end for another 28 years, if it ever did end, began, so far as I know or can tell, with a boat made from a sheet of newspaper floating down a gutter swollen with rain." Just that swollen with rain, that's how he describes things like that. And you can just really picture that paper boat being swollen with rain, like just, heavy floating. It's just the words he chooses to use in his writing to describe things is just awesome. Okay, the next one is on my Kindle. It's a book that I read on my Kindle, so I don't have a physical copy, but I remember this line and it just captured me so much. It's a book that I read years ago, and that is Everything We Keep by Carrie Lonsdale. This is actually the first book in, I believe, a trilogy, and I haven't read the other two books yet, but I really loved the first one. And the opening line is, "On our wedding day, my fiance James arrived at the church in a casket." So, yeah. The next one is a book I haven't read yet, but I've read the first line. And I had read the first line, I think, before I even got a physical copy of this book. I think I saw it when I downloaded the ebook because, yes, I have this in physical and an ebook. That's what I do. And I had seen it, I think, when the ebook had opened, like when it downloaded and everything. And I was like, oh, snap, but I haven't read the book yet. So it will be coming soon. But that's Verity by Colleen Hoover. And the first line of this book is, "I hear the crack of his skull before the splattering of blood reaches me." Okay. All right. And the last one is my favorite opening line of a book ever, which is The Martian by Andy Weir. This first line, okay, I'm going to curse. I don't curse on my channel. I make that choice to do that, but I have to because I'm going to read this thing. So I'm probably going to get demonetized for this video, and that's totally fine. But yeah, so, but the opening line, the second I read it, I laughed out loud. I was like, okay, this is going to be fun. Fantastic. Okay. So the first line of this book is, "I'm pretty much fucked." That's it. It's fantastic. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me today. So make sure you head over to Lindsay's channel and see what some of her favorite opening lines are. I'm really excited to see what they're going to be. And leave me comments down below. Let me know what some of your favorite opening lines for books have been, anything that really stuck out to you. If you can find them, quote them down below as well. I would love to be able to read what some of your favorite opening lines for books are. Maybe some will capture me and I'll start looking into them. And we will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.